Hi everyone, my name is Leslie Kershaw. Welcome to my yoga room. Today I'm going to be sharing a practice with you that will be a slow flow. It will be fairly gentle yet energizing and around 30 minutes. It could be done any time of the day, but I think specifically this would be a great practice to do when you wake up at the very beginning of your day. So we're going to start down on our mat, on our backs. And so when you lay down on your back, pay attention to how it feels in your body. And if this is uncomfortable for your low back, don't hesitate to bend the knees, let your feet come wide and your knees drop together. And that can relieve any discomfort in the low back. And then we'll take one shoulder blade at a time and kind of wiggle it down the back and then release the arms. The arms can either rest right here on the floor, you could reach them above your head, you could even place them on your ribs if that feels good. So you choose where you want your arms. And then if it settles your nervous system, if it allows you to go within and calms you, close your eyes. But please know, anytime I cue to close the eyes, you can absolutely keep your eyes open. If it actually revs up your nervous system to have the eyes shut down, please just soften your gaze and allow those eyelids to get a little heavy. And then from here, let's take a breath in through the nose. Big, deep, full breath, and then a slow, soft sigh out the mouth, let it go. And again, deep breath in. Slow, soft sigh out the mouth, let it go. One more time. Deep breath in. Slow, soft sigh out the mouth, let it go. Let your entire back body soften with the exhale. And now without controlling the breath, just feel it. Notice how the body naturally breathes you alive. Each rise and fall of the breath, follow it. I'm going to share a short poem. So just allow the ears to hear the words that I'm about to say. This is by Martha Postelwaite, and it's entitled Clearing. Do not try to save the whole world or do anything grandiose. Instead, create a clearing in the dense forest of your life and wait there patiently until the song that is your life falls into your own cupped hands and you recognize and greet it. Only then will you know how to give yourself to this world so worthy of rescue. So take another breath, let those words sink in. This practice of yoga is very much about helping us create a clearing in our life. Helping us create space to shed those things that don't serve us and our highest good. It's one of spaciousness and openness so that we can live our lives to our fullest. So today, my invitation to you is to just allow yourself to breathe, to move, to be present in your body, to feel good, to take care of yourself, and to start creating that clearing in the dense forest of your life. So I'm going to invite you now just to place those hands on the ribs if they're not there already, and if your legs are straight, go ahead and bend them feet wide, knees together. And let's take a deep breath in through the nose, down to the belly. So now we're not just noticing the breath, we're controlling it, we're monitoring it, we're breathing in and filling up the diaphragms. Consciously breathing here, exhaling slowly out the nose. Entire back body softening. 2 more times like that. Inhale. And exhale. One more time like that. Deep breath, inhale. And exhaling. And now hugging the knees into the chest. Maybe flex and point the ankles, moving the feet a little bit. Maybe rotate the feet in circles one way and then the other way. And then let the feet come back to neutral, just relaxed. Arms out to the side, either straight out or cactus arms. And we're going to drop those knees over to the right here. Now as we drop the knees to the right, our spine is twisting, but there should be no pain. So anything we do on this mat in this practice, it should not create pain. If you have any sort of sharp acute pain in your body, searing sensation, you listen to the body's wisdom and you come out of the pose. If, however, the posture is a little unusual, maybe you haven't done it before, the sensation maybe is a little bit uncomfortable, that's okay. We breathe through the discomfort. But we come out of a pose if it's painful. See if you can let your left shoulder blade be a little heavier. The back of your head be a little heavier. And now breathe your breath down to your diaphragm and imagine that breath wrapping around your low back and your back body and just clearing it out. Take a deep full breath in. And slowly releasing back up and out the nose. So the rest of the breathing today will be through the nose, in and out deeply. Inhaling, the air travels in through the nostrils, down the throat, all the way down to the belly, the diaphragm, and then back up and out the nose. Let's bring it all the way back up to center now. Big squeeze in. And then arms release out to the side, knees drop over to the left, allowing the spine to twist. Let that right shoulder blade be heavy, the back of the head be heavy. Feeling the twist in the spine. Noticing the sensation. Another breath here. In and out. And then we'll come all the way back up to center. Hug those knees in. And this time let's roll to the right, but press ourselves up into tabletop. So in tabletop, we stack our joints, so our shoulders are over our elbows or over our wrist. Our hands are shoulder width apart. Our legs are hip distance apart, and you can either tuck your toes under or plant the feet, tops of the feet flat, but ground through your feet. Moving now more for our spine, we're going to inhale, lift the heart forward, tailbone lifts up, head lifts up, and then as we exhale out the nose, we curve into cat pose. The tailbone tucks, navel comes in, chin to the chest. Inhale, heart opens. Tailbone lifts. So we're breathing and moving simultaneously. Exhale, curve into cat. Let it feel good. 2 more times. Really be present in the body to the sensation. Exhale, curve. 1 more time. Inhale. Opening the heart. Exhale, curve into cat pose. And then come back to neutral, so you're right in between the two, just a natural neutral curve of the spine. We're going to inhale our right arm up to the sky, stretch across the front body, and then exhale, bringing that right arm all the way down, threading it behind the left. As you bend your left elbow, you release the right shoulder and the side of the head down, pop up onto the left shoulder, or onto the left fingertips, pressing the left shoulder blade back. Feel that sensation and breathe. Take 1 more breath. Now on your next inhale, press into your left hand, start to straighten the left arm. Inhale deeply, right arm reaches up, feeling once again the stretch, and then exhale, right hand down. And then we pause and we just notice the difference in sensation, right? We're not doing these poses to make poses out of our body. We're doing them to create sensation and to start to become really embodied, present in our bodies, feeling good. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, bring that left arm all the way through, come down to the left shoulder, left side of the head down, pop up onto your right fingertips and press the right shoulder back, breathing here. In and out. One more breath. And then we press into the right arm, start to straighten it, lift up, inhale, left arm to the sky, reach, feel, exhale, left hand down. Take a moment and pause. And then from here, let's walk our hands forward, still shoulder width apart. Spread your fingers really wide. Make sure the index finger knuckle and the thumb knuckle are rooted down especially. We want the entire hand rooted, but especially the inner hand. And then from here, we're going to tuck our toes under, and we're going to lift our hips up into a downward facing dog. Now, if downward facing dog doesn't serve you, another option is to come to tabletop and hold tabletop. Or even release back into child's pose, putting the bottom towards your heels and the forehead to the floor. If your forehead doesn't reach the floor, you can always put the forehead on fists or forearms. So I always give options. I feel like that is the responsibility of a competent and good teacher, is to give options for all sorts of bodies. From day to day, what our bodies can do can change. So please use the options as you need. And make sure that you allow yourself to let go of any judgment that might come along, right? It's not like one pose is better than another. We're just figuring out for our bodies what is the most nourishing posture for today. So from wherever you are, we're going to start to rise up a little bit, look towards your hands, and we're going to walk our feet forward. Now your walk forward might be a bunch of little small baby steps. It might be 2 big ones. If you're feeling energetic, you might want to hop forward. We're going to inhale then our hands to our shins or our thighs and lift halfway up and out. Engage your belly here. Make sure your chin is slightly tucked. The crown of the head it's like it's being magnetized forward. The sits bones magnetized back. Belly lifts. Muscles of our legs are hugging to the bones here, so we're using muscular energy. And then we're going to press into our feet and inhale and rise all the way to stand. And we're rising to feel. So notice the sensation. Don't just do it to get it checked off your list of things to do. Feel. Exhale, right hands to heart. And now we're standing. So notice how it feels to stand. Maybe drop the arms down. You can roll to the balls of the feet and the heels, the inner and the outer edges of the feet. And then from here, we're going to stretch into our side bodies. So inhale the arms up, clasp your thumbs together, it doesn't matter how, and then exhale over to the left. Let your hips sway to the right. Yeah. Find a comfortable spot for the head and neck. Maybe down, maybe straight forward. Lift up through the left side chest. And then inhale all the way back up to center. Stretch. Switch the cross of the thumbs. Exhale over to the right. Let your hips sway to the left. And breathe here. By creating that space, that clearing. And then we inhale all the way back up. Undo the thumbs. And exhale, let the arms slowly float down. Feel the sensation. You might feel a bit of tingling right underneath the skin, maybe in the hands. Right? There's nothing that you're supposed to feel. Right? No right or wrong. We're just paying attention. So look down at your feet now. We want them hip distance apart and parallel. And we're just going to breathe. Right? This is the magic of the practice, is the breath, truly. So if it works for you, close your eyes or soften your gaze. Inhale and just reach the arms up. Through the nose, down to the belly. At the top of your inhale, the hands will touch. And then as you exhale, you bring them back down, around, out to the sides, and all the way up to your heart center. The bottom of the exhale, they touch. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, hands come all the way back down and around. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale and release. Just moving the life force energy in the body. One more time here. Inhale, arms reach, filling up. Sending healing energy to every cell, every muscle, every bone, every organ. Exhale, arms back down and around. The breath is the magic. So we want to keep this breath flowing. Blink the eyes open. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, fold from your hips. Reach your heart forward. Engage the belly muscles as you come all the way down. Inhale, half lift. Heart lifts up, crown of the head forward, slight drop of the chin. Exhale, fold back down. Root down through your feet, hug the muscles of the legs to the bones. Inhale to rise up, reach it up. Exhale, hands to heart. So that's called a half sun salutation. And we're going to do it 2 more times. Inhale, arms reach. Imagine it bringing in gratitude, right, that you woke up this morning. Exhale, fold. Gratitude for this body, that it was able to get out of bed. Inhale, half lift. Gratitude that you're here on your mat, moving and breathing. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root down, rise all the way up. Gratitude for this life, right? The joys, the sorrows, the disappointment, the excitement, all of it. Exhale, hands to heart. One more, half sun salutation. I'm not going to talk for this one, just breathe. Inhale, lift. Be present. Exhale, fold. Let it be a moving meditation. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Adding 1. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend your knees enough, fingertips can come to the earth. Step your left leg back into your left lane of your mat. So you're on a railroad track, not a tightrope. Right knee is over the right ankle. Feel free, options here. Drop the left knee down if you'd like. You can also release the top of the foot, just ground down with it, or you can keep it tucked under. So 3 options. Okay? And then some more options. You can stay down, fingertips on the earth. You can press up onto the thigh and lift. So a little bit of instruction here. I can easily, in some bodies, we can easily hang out into our right hip. So it looks like, whoo, she's really like low in the pose, right? But I'm just hanging out and grinding in my hip joint, which isn't what I want to do. So we need to push into the ball of the right foot and get a little lift up and out of this hip joint. And then focus on sensation in your left thigh by lunging forward and keeping the length in the left thigh without simply sinking into the hips. So it's a strong right leg and a lunge forward for that stretch. And then your arms, if you want to lift them, you can. Right? Take a breath. Exhale, hands to the earth, step it back. Knee plank, low plank pose, slowly lower. Let's bring our feet a little wider than hip distance apart. Plant the tops of the feet so much so that your thighs gently lift, the low thighs. And then inhale, cobra. Peel the heart up. Exhale, head back down to the earth. Our elbows are kind of hugging back. Inhale, peel it up, gentle cobra. Press into the tops of the feet. Keep your legs strong. Anytime we do back bends, the foundation are strong legs. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Just energizing here through the heart space. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And now we're going to inhale and lift into a downward facing dog. And remember those options for tabletop or child's pose. You get to choose. Keep breathing here. Feeling into the sensation. Take one more breath. Starting to rise, look to the hands. Walk yourself up to the top of the mat. However you want to get there, your journey. Yours alone and together. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root down, rise to stand, big deep breath, reach, stretch, open. Let the corners of the mouth turn up. Thank you, thank you, thank you, right? Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend the knees, hands to the earth, right leg steps back into the right lane of the mat. That's important. Get them on railroad tracks, your feet, not tight ropes. And then you decide, do you want to drop your back knee or not? You can release the back foot or keep it tucked. Just ground through that foot. And then you can stay down and feel into the lunge here, or you can start to rise up. And then we press into our left foot to lift out of our left hip joint, and then we lunge forward on the left thigh, and we feel the stretch, the sensation in the front of the right leg. Arms, so many options. Now breathe. Pull the low ribs back, use the belly, feel the sensation. One more breath. Exhale, hands to the earth, step back, plank pose. Knees can be down or up. Slowly lower down to the earth. Inhale to cobra, press through the tops of the feet, engage the legs, heart up. Exhale, release, and press it back. Downward facing dog, tabletop, or child's pose. You choose. Recommit to your breath here. Deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. And in and out. One more time like that. Deep breath in and out. Rise to the balls of the feet, bend the knees, lift your hands, make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root down, rise to stand. Big deep breath coming up, stretch up, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. And I'm going to invite you now to put left hand on the heart, other hand on the belly, right above the navel, and close the eyes. And allow yourself to feel. We've created space. Allow yourself to feel. Tune into your heart. What might you need to start to create a clearing in the dense forest of your life? Who are your supports? What might you let go of? What might you add? Are you allowing time to get still? Are you nourishing yourself with enough sleep, with healthy nutrients and foods? Are you connecting to others, even with all the challenges that can be around that? Are you allowing yourself to deeply connect? Dropping the hands down. Feel back into your body, back into your breath. Allow what's ever here to be here. You have this space. Feel your feet on the ground, underneath you, rooted, grounded. Imagine we have roots like at the base of a tree trunk for miles and miles and miles. With that grounding, we're stable and standing tall. Strong and soft simultaneously. Feel your breath. Breathe in gratitude. Breathe out trust. Can we trust ourselves to navigate the uncertainty, to be truthful, to clear away and fully release once and for all that which does not serve us? Inhale, arms reach, blink the eyes open. One final flow here. Exhale and fold. Inhale, heart lifts, halfway up and out. Extend the spine. Exhale, plank pose. Knees can be down or up. Slowly lower. Inhale to a back bend of your choice. If you like up dog, if you're familiar, you're welcome to go for that. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Feel into your body. Feel the heels heavy down to the earth. They may never touch, it doesn't matter. Lift your hips, root through the hands. Feel the energy up the spine to the hips and down the backs of the legs to the heels. One more breath. Exhale, release the knees to the earth. Big toes together and drop down into child's pose. Now your feet can go, or your knees can go wide in child's pose if you want to get into your hips. They can be together if you want a little more support for the back. Once again, if your forehead doesn't reach the earth, maybe put your fists underneath there stacked, or your forearms. If your forehead does go to the earth, I'm going to invite you to turn your palms up. And as you turn your palms up, imagine that as a surrendering, a letting go of those things which we cannot control. As we are learning, there's a lot we can't control. So can we offer those up? Let your forehead be heavy down. If you feel like you need to clear out even more clutter of the mind, you can rotate your head slowly from side to side, giving that forehead a little massage, just releasing. And then we'll bring it back to center, and we'll gently press ourselves up. So, as always, I'm going to give you options here. You can stay seated, bringing the soles of the feet together, Baddha Konasana, right? Getting into our hips. If you want to do this laying down, Supta Baddha Konasana. You want that extra support for the spine. If it feels good just to have that release into the earth, the feet are together, the knees are out. Right? So you choose your version of Baddha Konasana here. If you're seated and you want to hinge forward, feel free. Or if you want to put your hands behind you and sit really tall. Just gently press the feet together. Let the knees go wide. Allow yourself to feel into the hips. And breathe. Once again, most importantly, is moving the breath, that life force energy through your body. A few more breaths here. In and out. Part of the poem talks about waiting patiently, right? And it feels like life right now is asking all of us for big patience. So can we just allow ourselves to be patient with life, to breathe through it, to feel all the feelings that come with it, to open. And can this experience help us open more rather than close and shut down? The spacious, open clearing that we can create in our lives. We're patient. And if we continue to show up, we continue to take care of ourselves. Feel your breath. Let your exhale be a little longer than the inhale. And if you're not on your back already, I'm going to invite you to bring the knees together and slowly come down to your back. If you're already there, just bring the knees together. And once again, we can bring our feet wide and let the knees fall in. Release the shoulders down the back. Take a breath. If this feels good, stay here. If you want to go to Shavasana with the legs straight, A little wider than hip distance apart, feet roll open. Arms are about halfway between the height of the shoulders and the hips, palms up. Take a breath. Slow, soft sigh out the mouth. Allowing yourself in these final few minutes to imagine, just for a few minutes, you're able to set aside all of those titles you use to identify with. Wife, mother, teacher, counselor, husband, son, father, however it is that you use to identify. Allow yourself to set those down. And as we start to create a clearing, we shed layers so that we can remember who we really are at our core, our whole self, nothing missing, nothing lacking. Just full, whole love. Rest in that place. And now just feel the breath, breathing your body alive. Feel the body on the mat and your consciousness back in the body. Start to bring movement to fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. If the knees aren't already bent, do so to release the low back. If it feels like you would like a bigger release, hug knees to chest. Gently roll yourself onto your side and press all the way up into a seated posture of your choice. Cross-legged, you can put your legs straight out in front. If it works for you, you can either put your hands on your thighs, palms up. This is a very open, receptive position. You could rest them in your lap. If you need to ground, place them down. Shut the eyes down or simply soften the gaze, looking out at the floor in front of you. Feel your body sitting upright in space. Feel the space around the body. Feel the sense of pulsing energy within you. You are alive. Feel that. Clearing. Do not try to save the whole world or do anything grandiose. Instead, create a clearing in the dense forest of your life and wait there patiently until the song that is your life falls into your own cupped hands and you recognize and greet it. Only then will you know how to give yourself to this world so worthy of rescue. Take a breath. Bringing the hands right up to heart center, bowing the head down, honoring yourself for showing up to this practice, for doing the work to create that clearing in your life.